home PCs.
They're gathered around like it's the old day radio.
I would totally listen to this show as a radio program.
Just listen to us play a board game and have no idea what's happening.
God! Bigfoot has fog on him? What is this game about?
Then tell if you think it's gonna pass.
I bet the alien would like this ghost marionette that I have.
What? Do you think it's gonna go through?
You're gonna love that ghost marionette. Okay, he didn't want my ghost marionette.
He said you sucked.
Stays up right there, and your turn ends.
Okay. That's fine.
Alright,
Alien's turn. Alien plays a card face up.
I hope the FBI takes you. Don't want to play ghost with me. This alien sucks.
Don't worry, we'll get him, kid.
I feel like that is exactly what would really happen with a kid.
The middle of the table, and... Cool. You okay there?
No.
That's one of the resources that can be taken.
That
the beer on the
big
table.
old beer splotch that's now on the table forever.
He just hates pagodas so much.
Yeah.
He can't deal with it.
Bad memories.
And from that, I'm doing Deimos down, where the planet or the moon crashes into Mars. So first, heat goes 1, 2, 3, and I go 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I get 4 steel, and 8 plants are gone.
No. No.
Who are you taking them from?
I wonder.
I will do. I wanna delegate it out.
Look at how many he has.
I know. It's 8. I'm gonna do 1 from you. I know it's not that much of a loss. 3 from Dustin and 4 from Jeannie.
What?
You took the city I was thinking about.
You were not thinking about that city.
Karma.
Oh,
The city that he very blatantly was like,
never.
I'm not thinking about doing
Didn't
that.
you just say John is ruthless?
rude.
Oh,
Much better.
that's pretty.
Terrible.
Ooh, that's better. Oh, he got quiet.
Right.
Yeah, I'm taking a 1.
I just killed myself again.
That's the most dangerous card on the board.
Yeah.
Stupid 4!
Maniacal laugh.
This is that interesting subgenre of board games where it's like, who's winning and losing is so obvious, nothing else is. It's very clear that this is the win-lose thing. The rest of it, oh boy.
Except for the fact, like, if you haven't been explained the rules, there's 2 tracks here. What does this mean?
I will say, I get because the crunchiest thing I've played is like Great Western Trail, but at least that has 1 track. You have to make it to the end of the Great Western Trail. You don't have to do it backwards while you do it forward.
Yeah, she can.
50.
That dot is below that intersection.
He's not gonna,
But
he's
no.
gonna be like, no.
50.
No. Clue there.
I'm Kyle. I'm a big stinker.
True. Kyle is a big
That's
stinker.
exactly what I sound like, too.
Yeah,
And I
we know.
say that all the time.
I know. I do a lot when they can't afford you. They call me.
Yeah. Voice matches me a lot.
I love Taco Bell. Kyle McCarley approves this message. Fart.
Sold.
Yeah.
Whatever you're selling, I'll take 10 of them. Lead on, my friend. Lead on.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna keep that gun with you, or?
For protection.
Right. Okay. Well, let's get to getting then, shall we? And see.
I love a dramatic.
Sorry. It all spiraled so far out of control so quickly. I went in with an idea and then chaos.
That's great. Improv.
I was like, this is gonna go well for you, and then you pull a gun out on him.
Oh God! How are we gonna spin this captain posse? That thing kicking at all? I think it's stuck.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There we go.
Damn it, Kyle, you cheater. See, you are the anarchist. You flipped it.
You flipped it.
I flipped it. If
Why
you
would
guys
I-
remember, I flipped
Why
it.
would I want them to have more time?
I don't know. Because you're the anarchist.
Maybe
No,
maybe
fucking split
that's
up.
the deal going down.
I have no idea what
So
they're talking
all right,
about.
so we know what we got from people. What did you get?
I got some paper clips.
How many?
Yeah, what'd you
From
get?
who?
We know. We actually shared.
We had
You know
this
why? Because we're
conversation.
trustworthy. And you're the Antichrist.
Wow, that escalated really fast.
Well, he's not wrong, okay?
I mean, when you look at the card, though, isn't it easy to look at it and be like, that almost looks like it says Antichrist?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, David.
All right, I'm gonna steal 2 from Kyle.
I'm going to assassinate Dustin.
I'm going to block with my Contessa.
Bluff.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Rita just attack a different town that doesn't have Power Rangers?
Because there's something about this town, and I forget what it is, but there's like some reason why she needs like the power here.
Okay, gotcha.
And also the Power Rangers are in this town because Rita is attacking this
Yeah.
town.
Zordon.
Zordon came here and gave these teenagers the power to fight her because she was here.
I mean, yeah, but she's in space and she can attack anywhere with giant monsters.
Yeah, but
He also has
but the moon,
teleportabilities.
the
So
moon,
there really isn't any reason
the
to
moon
cast
is
locally,
only
you
near
know?
Angel Grove for some reason.
Like, instead of teenagers with attitude, he could have been like, fetch me the 6 greatest assassins.
Give me SEAL
in the
Team
world."
6.
Well, you see, the problem with that is that adults ask too many questions, and children just accept the giant floating crystal head when he tells them, "I'm from space, and you have to become soldiers now."
If a giant space face said, "Yo, mother, I gotta give you superpowers to fight Space Satan," I'm like, sign me up, nigga.
I'm gonna make sure I wasn't pulling a Kyle.
Level 3 hype train. Kyle isn't cheating? By accident?
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah. I'm good at that. And also at losing at board games.
Oh, well.
In spite of the fact that I cheat.
That's me.
See, now, cheating from ignorance, obviously a little bit more forgivable, right?
It is when you do it sparingly.
There's a limit.
There, for the person who picks the game, makes a whole video about how to play it, teaches us how to play, and then accidentally messes up the rules, questions pop into my head.
You get around 31, he's got 2 other ways out. So.
My constable feels a shiver go down his spine.
But
he doesn't know.
by the time she's asking about 31, it's going to be an arrest attempt.
I'm trying to roleplay.
That's true. Sorry.
I appreciate it.
I was busy playing the game and I got
My constable feels a shiver go down his spine, and he doesn't know whether it's the fact that Jack is near or that he's covered in piss and it's really cold outside. He doesn't. So that's
He
all
is
I.
seeping into his
Great.
thorn wounds.
That's
and his-
all. That's all.
Ew. So it also might be disease that is the shiver.
His piss is slowly seeping into the thorn wounds from the rose he found on the street, now penetrating his dump truck.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab food. This was not a ploy, but I am gonna help that out. So I'm gonna also discard a card. I'm actually gonna discard the Ruby Crown Kinglet that I drew before in order to grab these 2 fish that I just.
The 2, because nobody needs fish for anything ever. I see how this is. I've played games with this kind of person before.
Trash, I say. And that's my turn.
Aha! I am liked by at least 2 people at the same time. Yep.
Okay. And you're part of a love triangle.
And I was part of a love triangle. Boom! Even with my
2
very
more.
obvious
points.
goal.
I got one.
You got one? Hate everyone else at least once?
Oh, that's so easy! Wow.
Especially when you change it to...
Except that when you changed it to only voting for one person each round, I was like, that halves my chances of accomplishing my goals.
No, I am not accomplishing my goals at all.
But then we added it back on the table, and I was like, okay, I can do it again.
You got one?
I got
Did you
one.
take a point?
I did not.
Has anybody liked me at any point in this game?
Oh my god, I don't.
Nobody
That's
remembers.
the saddest thing I've ever heard you say.
But I have learned that a lot of people watch streams without headphones, and it does in fact.
Yeah.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Let's find out. Chat. Did anybody get triggered by that?
Hey, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
Will this go through?
I don't know. Let's find out together.
It's gonna say a lot about you.
Face down.
Yeah. For simplicity's sake, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Rude, but okay.
That says a lot about this alien. I don't know, kid. I don't know, kid. I don't know if you should be hanging out with this alien.
I wish that the stream was in on this joke.
Oh, man. Wow.
You guys triggered my echo at home. My wife's watching.
Yes! There are 6 different production type planets. They produce these resources: water, food, energy, and then 3 different types of ore. I don't remember what they are.
And then 2 specialties, mozzarella steak.
Yeah, the mozzarella
and
resources?
ranch dip.
Yes, exactly.
I want to pick the ranch deal.
I'm gonna get an engine that makes mozzarella sticks.
Can I join your faction?
How do I tell the app that my turn is done? Oh, right. I drop a skull into the tower, like I'm supposed to. All right, here we go. I missed! Ah! Spoopy!
If I learned anything from watching them CSI shows, it's that you want to zoom and enhance.
Okay.
And this is the Beastmaster 5000. It can do anything. It could probably
Okay.
bake you a cake if you asked it nicely.
Well, I don't need no cake right now, Siri.
Okay,
Let's stay
that's okay. I got a
focused.
snack bar. If you want a snack, do you need a granola bar?
No, I don't. I want to
Okay.
find the beast. That's
All
real
right.
important right now.
Okay, yeah, we want to find the beast. Okay.
Yes.
So, now let me just Okay, I'm just gonna click zoom and enhance.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that! I'm like a CSI. Okay,
You're
I think I.
see you sometime, all right.
You're giving me a Gru head and a sack.
It's true as long as that's Gru.
Oh, is that a rule on the card?
You may double the attack or defense of any troop card in your army. If you speak without rhyming, he has to discard the card.
Incredible.
If I speak in verse, it gets worse.
All right, James.
Can I have 3 of what used to be a tree?
He's thinking hard about that one. Damn.
Doing great, though.
By the end of this game, he's going to be like full limericks.
Let's see what I got. Amethyst figurine, which is plus intellect. I never roll intellect. And Greaves of the Lion, which is plus 1 boot.
Might be worth it to get rid of
the amethyst thing.
This
But maybe I want to get rid of
spell.
the. I can't get rid of a spell.
No, I meant this thing.
The Orbs of the Scarab? Yeah. Yeah, because that's not helping me.
Yeah, you're not doing anything with that.
Plus, that gives me another set bonus for the lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm tossing that. Put that wherever you want.
This fucking guy.
Oh, that would actually would
every fucking day with this shit. This is why I don't like playing co-op with him.
What? It doesn't make any sense
It
whatsoever.
makes perfect fucking sense, so you know what you're talking about.
Finally getting animals in his suit.
Bit of a slow burn, baby.
Got an owl in here, a horny lizard.
That's
got a
cool.
monkey.
Animals are cool.
Look at this guy. Look at that guy.
That's great. I love that animal.
That guy's had some trauma.
Oh, he's seen some shit. Don't get me wrong.
I will give you $1 if you can tell me what that animal's name is.
Can I see that card real quick?
Learn to specify, Kyle.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, Kyle.
Sorry.
Wham.
Dang it!
Nope.
So close. So it was this, is what it was.
Yep.
I was kind of on the fence about this one too. Okay.
Okay, so those get classified.
These, yeah. Go get in.
Welcome, one and all, to the Board and Barrel. My name's Kyle McCarley. With me, as most of the time, mostly Eric Reichert.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I've been here the whole time.
Over on the other side of the table, Dustin Hendrickson.
Guys, we got toys. We got so many toys. I'm so excited.
And Danica Sweet.
I'm struggling. I'm still struggling.
Look at my dude. Look at him. He's cool.
All right, this is a show where we play board games. You so need to open a real tavern like that. Oh, man. That's...
Don't put ideas
in my
into
head.
this man's brain.
Working on it. We're working on it.
I wouldn't say we're working on it, but...
In our brain,
we
we're
might
working
be
on
dreaming about it. This is a show where we play board games. Let's take it over to the table. This is a board game called Necromolds. Ooh, look at all of these fun clay dudes.
We made them.
Actually, they're made of Play-Doh because Eric ordered another monster set, but it didn't get here yet.
The game is 2-player, but then you can buy a 4-player add-on. But then I did accidentally
on our end, Danica does it, so we might maybe
You
if
hear
we
that?
restart.
We look buttery smooth.
Maybe if we
Hell
restart
yeah.
that
Wow.
camera, it'll fix it. I don't know. I'll deal with that in a minute. just bear with us, folks. So this, there's a bunch of like expansions that add multiple additional monster types and give you more clay to work with.
There's
more
like a weapons
rings.
expansion, so you can like put little weapons in your guys. And
Oh,
stuff.
that's fun.
That looks so cool.
But we're playing with the basic starter set and just enough to make it playable as a 4-player free for all.
Is it also a spider?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, this is a skull.
Because you're
snake.
supposed to have one for each
team,
player.
so you know who killed.
So you know who did the kill. I don't know that it doesn't seem like that matters for the monsters that we're playing with, but it's possible that other monster types will have something to do with.
There's no like score at the end. Like,
No, it's
whoever
just
killed the most.
last army standing.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
If it's not recommended to use this board for 4 players, what are you supposed to use?
What?
I'm reading the chat.
I think
Missed
it's
it.
just
It was way up there.
It's frozen. What's frozen?
Camera, probably.
Oh.
Something break or just me? Glad you're seeing that too. It's not recommended to use that board for 4 players. Coming out with a larger board though, as most board games you can use any terrain you want. Okay, so there
Just
is
real close.
this is the only board you can play on at the moment, which this
we're
is
so close.
This
like,
is gonna be
vicinity,
this is gonna be a bloodbath for sure, but that's okay.
A clay bath.
Yeah.
A dough bath.
Dough bath.
Can we? Is there teams or are we?
We could just play with one army
for all?
apiece and do 2-on-2 that way, but no, we're gonna do a 4-player free for all. Fuck it, it's fine.
Cool.
We have a little bit bigger army also than we probably would have if we were using official Necromolds clay, because the official Necromolds clay
I think those are 3.5.
are 3.5 ounces, and Play-Doh tubes are 4. So we have about a half an ounce of extra clay to work with for our armies.
So 1 extra guy?
We're
2
messing
extra
up the
guys?
balance.
Right.
I mean, I didn't use mine.
You didn't use all yours. Somehow
Your army's the
Danica
right
has a
size.
whole extra person compared to me and Dustin.
Yeah, we don't get that. It makes no sense.
Anyway,
Taste not, want not.
Is this different in any way?
it's the same stuff. It's made of the same stuff.
Yeah, I could imagine it's the
Oh,
same.
They
yeah.
even say there's even an FAQ on the website that's like, can we
It's
use
a little-
other types
It's
of
a little
clay?
different.
It's
Yeah.
a little denser.
It probably
Definitely not as spongy.
needs to
Yeah.
be juiced,
Worked a
like worked a little bit.
Okay, well,
Contains wheat.
Yes,
they're not gluten free.
as
Keep
does
away from
regular Play-Doh.
carpets, upholstery, fabric, or other delicate surfaces.
This also says contains wheat.
They're not gluten free. I said that.
No, mine says Novata Cantani.
You're reading
Tyrrell.
contains wheat in a different language.
Oh.
It contains double.
This makes a fantastic lint roller, but only once.
Right? Not very eco.
Oh yeah, this does
It
not.
crashed
smell
and
like
restarted, huh? Weird. I don't know why.
Play-Doh. Oh man,
Smells like Play-Doh.
no, it doesn't. That's the thing.
It's got that.
It does not. but
Oh, it's got a different.
Slightly different mixture of the same
I'm
ingredients.
not gonna try it, but I want to know if it tastes like Play-Doh. But I'm not gonna try it.
Dustin?
but it doesn't smell the
How
same.
about you?
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Please don't eat my Play-Doh. This is my board game that I bought with money. And I know that may not mean something to a lot of you, but it means something to me.
I don't have as much clay. I ate it.
You got it at GenCon, correct?
It is correct. I saw this. I was like scrolling through my TikTok because I had because you two weren't up yet or were showering, and I was like, whatever. First thing I saw was an ad for this, like day 2 of GenCon selling Necromold, and I'm like, oh, they are here. I'm gonna buy it if it's not sold out. And there were like 6 copies left.
Nice.
So I did it.
I've seen it for a while, and I was always interested.
Yeah.
I've had it on my radar for a little bit too, so I'm glad that somebody bought it, and I'm glad it didn't have to be me. That's really cool. Okay, so restarting that camera seems to have fixed that issue. Okay,
I don't know it yet, but I'm gonna make something.
so this is basically Babby's first war game.
Heck yeah.
But with more visceral murders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're playing it 4-player free for all.
Yeah, if somebody smashed all my Warhammer figurines whenever they were killed, I would be really mad.
Oh my god, can you imagine if the cost of a Warhammer army was a one-time use?
Yeah.
Right.
And they all have to be painted every single time?
Don't say it out loud. Games Workshop will do it.
You get to reuse the clay. Okay, I believe at the start we roll to see who gets to place the first bit of terrain on the board. Roll your... Oh, sorry, no, it's roll combat dice. I think it's roll 3 combat dice. That's the orange ones. Roll 3 combat dice. The most offensive attack hits.
I had 2.
I have 3 gems, which would be not a great roll, actually.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
1.
Is it the star?
The POWs, yeah.
POWs are hits.
I have 2.
2.
I have 2.
Roll off between you two.
Rollies!
Oh, Dustin
4.
got 4.
I have 2.
Dustin's
Let's
first.
go.
So, Dustin, pick any piece of terrain over here to add anywhere you want on the board. They do block line of sight if they... well, this one I think is the only one that blocks line of sight, because these have holes in the middle and these are a little short.
Oh, that doesn't block line of sight?
Doesn't block line of sight, but it does impede movement.
Okay, cool.
All right, and then I think I go next. Like the rules are written for 2 players, and there's no there's no alternate rule book for more. There's just a little bit of modification.
But there is a lore document if you want to read on the
There's
lore.
a huge lore booklet. Yes.
That's good.
The lore.
I like.
Yeah, why aren't you reading us the lore right now?
Well, because we got a show to do. There we go. Wait, no, why am I boxing myself in?
No, leave it where it was. I think that's a good idea.
Let's go right in the middle. We're gonna set this up. This battlefield is gonna be me and Eric against each other, Danica and Dustin against each other, and then the winners crawl across.
Hand me those trees.
The trees?
No, I wanted the trees.
Sorry.
Which one did you want? You want this?
Yeah, we'll place one extra bit of terrain so that everybody gets to place a piece. By the rules, only 3 pieces get placed.
Yeah, we should do 4 for sure.
But yeah, we should do one more.
Does it have to be on a line?
No, you can place it however you want.
Can I shoot through that?
Mm-hmm. You can shoot through. Yeah, that doesn't block line of sight. This one, I think, will block line of sight, like depending on where you're at. Obviously, there you can even move through the middle of it.
Very important question. What am I going to make with this Play-Doh in addition to playing this game?
I'm
sorry, this
more
clay.
monsters. I don't know. Some sort of hybrid monster that combines all 3 types.
I was going to use my own creativity.
Okay, you can do that.
Ew, gross.
Disgusting.
All right. Well.
Okay, now setup is done. We already did. We built our armies. We set up the game board. So setup is done.
Spells in the back of the book.
There are clay spells in the back of the book.
What's a
I
clay
don't know
spell?
what that means.
Clay
Yeah.
spells.
I'm gonna look it up.
That's the lore document, I think.
That's the lore.
Would
yeah.
that be where the clay spells are?
No, he's talking about. They're talking about this one.
Oh my god!
I told you.
But it
Whoa!
has monsters in the back.
Yeah, that's
It's
the-
extra people.
It is
House rules.
40 pages. 40 pages.
Are you talking about the lore book?
You said
Optional rule. Oh, optional rules.
there are clay spells,
Clay spells in the back of the book. The optional.
There's house rules. Oh, more fun with clay.
Go one more page to optional. I see it. That optional fun rules.
Cool.
No, that's probably not it. Switch back.
Four corner deployment during set. Did you read this, Kyle?
Yeah, I did. That's what we did. I mean, we kind of like. We had to do something for 4 players anyway, so we did the
we
corners.
can't be more than a medium distance away from the corner.
I don't know if that's possible with the size of our armies, but let's.
Or do we have more
See.
clay? Because these people only have like 1, 2, 3, 4.
We
like
have
5.
a little. We have a little bit more clay. Yes.
I feel
Well,
like a
you're
lot of
also
them
looking
are.
at a 2-player setup.
No, it's a. Oh yeah.
You're
for
looking at a
corner
2-player
deployment.
setup.
I see. Interesting.
So to do medium,
So are we
that's
just
pretty
to
close. Just
smoosh
yeah,
them in as
just
much
get
as
them
you
in
can?
real close to each other. All right. There's our setup. It's less close than the other way. Whatever.
Oh, there's front and back attacks like Final Fantasy.
If you're using all the
Tactics?
optional rules, we've never played before. We should probably stick with the basics.
Final Fantasy Tic Tacs?
Okay, so
Tic Tacs Advance?
the way that this game works, it's a war game, so movement is all based on this little the movement and attack distance and everything is based on this distance tool. You'll see on you've got these reference cards these are also on the spell books that we molded our monsters with. On the back of the spell books.
Would you look at that right
Yeah.
there? Wow.
So I suppose one of us could use the spell books, the other two can use the reference cards, and then one of us can use these shitty printed proxies that I made.
Want book? Want book?
Book.
Sure.
Book.
I have the really shitty proxies, so
Yeah, take
yeah.
The use can't even be read.
They can almost be
Well,
read.
that's okay, because Kyle can't read.
Truth. That's why he took those.
Okay. So, the way that this works, everybody's got 4 command dice. We are all going to roll these at the same time. And then at the same time, we're going to assign our dice to our monsters. So, if I come up to my quadrant here, and you see my spell books, block that that shiny light. So, this is kind of a shit roll.
There are 3 kinds of monsters?
3 kinds of monsters. Grave ghouls, mud mumps, and insectomites. That's a grave ghoul.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, okay. Alright.
There's a little bit of like, so the layout of these cards. You got the name up at the top, you've got the size on the top left. That number I don't think really matters for any of our gameplay. Well, it matters for one of the nerfs I came up with. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. The top number on the right is the melee combat strength. The next number down is the ranged combat strength, and then the bottom number with the shield is your defense combat dice pool. We'll get to that when we get to combat. The mud mumps and insectomite both have similar setups down at the bottom. So when you place dice, so after you've rolled your 4 command dice, there's 4 different possibilities. You've got attack, you've got movement, and you've got magic, and then there's wild. Wild, you immediately set to whatever face you want.
Cool. What are the other
That's
ones?
a star?
The star is
movement?
wild.
Cool.
So you can set that to anything you want. The
This is
feet
attack?
is movement. The lightning bolt with the crosshair thingy is attack. And then the spirally one is magic, which the only monster we have in our army that has magic is the Grave Ghoul. So I rolled like shit. So the way that this works you can place a die on any matching symbol on any one of your monsters. And then when we get to resolving the dice placements, it'll do stuff. If it's got two options, like the mud bumps and the insectomite, you only choose one. So they've got that one symbol on the right there that's got both an attack or a movement. You can only place one of those two on that particular action for that monster type. If you can't or don't want to use all of your dice, you just discard leftovers. If you discard any magic, you get 2 gems for each magic die you discard.
What do the gems do?
The gems you will use during combat to increase the number of dice in your dice pool.